Today I'm going to show you how to turn this into this. Well, it should be everything you need to get this set up. You got your Livescope, shuttle, battery, bag, pull. Let's get everything unboxed and start going. So first thing I'm taking out is the battery, charger, cable. They give you this guy. You won't be needing it, but just an extra piece to have. All right, now when you're taking the shuttle out of the box, there's a little small box taped to the top. You're gonna be needing that. That's got all the mounting hardware for your black box and gimbal bracket. Don't wanna lose that guy. Take that, set it aside. So here, we got the beautiful HD shuttle. So here, we have the Livescope system. This is your black box, transducer, and your cables. Set that aside for now. Next in the box, you're gonna have your 93 SV screen with the gimbal bracket. I'll take this guy out first. The first thing you take out is gonna be the screen cover. Don't forget that. This is something easy to throw away because it looks like it's nothing. Boom. The screen. And they give you this template right here. This you really won't be needing for this application. This is if you were to hard mount it into a boat or flush mount it into a boat. All right, next, you've got your gimbal bracket and quick release mount. And they give you these tabs. Those are again for flush mounting. We won't be needing them today. And then they are going to give you a 4-pin power cable. So this is also something that we're not gonna need. Say you were to take it out of the shuttle after ice season, you can use this guy for setting it up in your boat. Next in the box, they're gonna give you a transducer adapter cable. We also will not be needing that today. Going into the Livescope system, let's get this guy unboxed. First, we're gonna have your GLS 10 black box. This is gonna get mounted right to the back of your HD shuttle. Next, LVS 34 ice fishing transducer, the nice smooth cable that doesn't get stiff in the winter. Then we got your short network cable, as well as your knob and some extra mounting hardware to put this on a pole in the summer. Then we've got the 2-in-1 power cable. Do a couple modifications to this, but it's pretty simple. With all the extra stuff that we put aside that we won't be needing today, I like to keep it, toss it back in one of the boxes, put it in your closet or something, save it so you can have that for setting up your boat, for example, in the summer. So now that we're getting into building it finally, we're gonna be opening up the small box that I was talking about earlier that has all the mounting hardware. First thing I wanna do is take out your pole holder that will be mounting the top of the HD shuttle. These two little pieces are here, just pull them apart like that. In this bag we have all the nuts, bolts, washers, wrenches. I'll just dump them back in there. All right, you're gonna wanna grab the biggest Allen wrench in there, and then on the pole holder, loosen up the bolt right there. Back that off till it's about to come off. Grab it and slide it into the top of the HD shuttle like that, so it's loose still so you can move it around. Then we're gonna do the same thing. This one I didn't need the Allen wrench because it wasn't tightened all the way. And do the same thing on the other side. I like to line these up so they're just in line right here. And you're gonna take this, and while doing this, just make sure to not over tighten it. If you over tighten it, it can crack the top of the shuttle. So I just give it a few turns. Voila. Next step, we're gonna open this guy up and make it super easy now with these thumb screws to open up your shuttle. Just these two. Take them out, set them back in the box so you don't lose them. All right, now, very important you do things in a certain order. You gotta make sure you put the black box on first. So let's get this out of the packaging here. Set that aside. We'll be needing 3 things here. So you're gonna need 4 of the bolts they give you. They're all the same size, which is super nice. You're gonna need 4 nuts, okay? And then there's 2 sizes of washers. Make sure you grab the small washers for the black box. We'll grab 4 of those as well. These are the 2 sizes of washers we'll be using. This one's gonna be for the black box, this one's gonna be for the gimbal bracket. So when you're assembling the black box, in the small HD box, they're gonna be giving you a small little wrench. To make things easier on ourselves, I'm gonna be using an impact to do so. But just know that you do have everything you need to set this up inside the HD shuttle. We're gonna be using these 4 outside holes to mount the black box. Okay, so we're gonna do the top ones first. take your bolt, put one in, put the next one in. All right. Grab two of the smaller washers. 1 and 2. And then 2 nuts. And we're just gonna hand tighten them. 2 more bolts. And 2 more nuts. All right, now going back into the small cardboard box, we're gonna grab the smaller of the 2 Allen wrenches. This is gonna be used for all the bolts. We're gonna get it snug, but I'm just gonna make sure to not over tighten it. All right, now that we have our black box mounted, we're gonna get the gimbal bracket mounted. After that, we're gonna do the battery. So before you mount this, we're gonna take the quick release bracket off. Makes things a little easier on ourselves. Set that off to the side. And when mounting it, just make sure you mount it so the flat part of the gimbal bracket is facing forwards. So you can see like that. And on the top of the shuttle, they give you a bunch of holes to mount your gimbal bracket on. I always choose to go to the front just so my screen's gonna be a little bit closer to me naturally and I have more room for cables in the back. So now that we're lined up with the front 4, we're gonna come back in here and grab 4 more bolts. Now we're gonna grab 4 of those bigger washers that I was talking about earlier, as well as 4 more nuts. So it's very important that you put the bolts from inside the shuttle facing up. If you put it the other way, they're gonna stick through and then your battery will not be able to fit in there. So it's important you put them in the right way. So we'll go bolt, washer, nut. And repeat the process 3 more times. So now that we have all those 4 on, we are going to tighten them all up. Then same thing again, get it tight, just don't over tighten it. All right, next step, let's get the battery in it. All right, so the way I like to mount it is these ends are gonna be facing out on this side of the shuttle. So come in here, we're gonna loosen up the battery strap all the way, okay? We're gonna take the battery, slide it in, make sure this is out for now, and this goes on top of the battery. In the back of the shuttle, there is a nice little dremeled out spot for your amped battery to sit super well in there. It's not gonna slide around, not gonna bang around or anything. And you can kind of feel it when it locks in there. It's not gonna wanna move left or right. Before you put these battery straps back on, I like to put the positive and the negative on the battery. So black to black. Slide it on there. And then red to red. All right, now we're gonna fasten or secure the battery in there. Put this through the loop. And then cinch it down pretty tight. I like to get it tight. That way it doesn't move whatsoever. Next step, we're gonna take the 2-in-1 power cable out of the package. We're gonna have to do a slight modification here. Let's take these twist ties off. On this cable, we've got the 4-pin. This is gonna be going to your screen. And we got the 2-pin. This is gonna be going to the black box. This we will not be needing, so we're just gonna leave that alone. This we will also not be needing. We're gonna leave that alone. What we're gonna be doing here, pull them apart a little bit. We're gonna be cutting this and this off and stripping a little bit of wire off. We're stripping the wire off so they can slide in these easy, quick connectors right here. So with your wire cutters or whatever you have accessible, even a scissors will work. You're gonna wanna cut just right below the base of the butt connector. Cut that off. I'm gonna strip about that much off on each side. Don't need to go too much, okay? Now on this one. Boom. All right, then I'm gonna take the wire, twist it, so it goes in those connectors very easily. We're gonna grab the black one first. We're gonna open up this orange pedal all the way up. It might feel like it's gonna break, it's not, it's just a little harder to pull it up. Put it in. You're gonna hear the click when it closes. That will not come out. We're gonna do the same thing here on the positive end. Open it up, put it in, close, boom. All right, so now we're gonna feed the cable in there. We're gonna take both the 2-pin and the 4-pin. We're gonna feed it up through this hole right here, just like that. And then we can close this up. This is the last time we will be needing to do anything inside of the shuttle. So we're gonna go back in here and grab the 2 thumb screws, tighten them down. Just like that. All right. Then we're gonna be grabbing our quick release bracket. Let's put it back on the gimbal bracket. Tighten down those gimbal knobs. All right, now we're gonna grab the 4-pin power cable on the back of the Garmin shuttle. It's gonna be going into that red piece right there. This 4-pin power cable is gonna go right into this red port. And tighten that down. Next, we're gonna grab the 2-pin black box power cable. It's gonna go into this guy right here. Same thing. All right, next step, we're gonna unpackage your short Ethernet cable. Take the twist tie off. The blue end's gonna be going to the black box. The big end is gonna be going to the screen. So, the back of the shuttle, the smallest port, put that in. Tighten it down. And then this is also going to go into the back of the screen now on the biggest port on the screen. Right here. And then you have this extra cable dangling around. I like to kind of just shove it back down into the hole where those wires are coming out of to keep it all neat, just like that. Now that we got the gimbal bracket on, the black box on, your power cables and network cable, you can put the screen on. Take the cover off this. Open the latch up, screen's gonna slide in, and there you go. Next step, we are going to get the transducer on. Take the twist ties off, take the box off of your transducer, and the plastic off the transducer. So before we plug this in or anything, I like to take the cable and kind of uncoil it so it wraps around the shuttle a little easier. And I kind of just go like this to get all the coils out so it's a little more straight. Okay. Final port on the black box is where the transducer is going to be getting plugged into. Open up that cover, put it in, and tighten it down. All right, now we're going to wrap this guy around the shuttle. I like to start from the bottom up, just so it's all nice and neat, and I wrap it a little tighter too. And I'm not going to go all the way up to the shuttle just so I can still carry it. Once I get to about that point, I'll start going back down towards the bottom of the wraps. All right, we'll set the rest of that off to the side. Now we're gonna fix your transducer onto the HD pole. Let's get this out of the package. On the pole, They're gonna give you some extra attachments. That's if you have active target, Mega Live 1 or 2. We won't be needing those since this is Livescope. So we're gonna take this pin out. Take those extra attachments off and set them aside. Put the pin back in. Earlier when I was unboxing the Livescope system box, they gave us a bag that has some extra mounts for the summer. But in this bag, they have the knob for the Garmin Transducer. We're gonna take that out of the package, close it back up and set it aside. In here, they also give you a washer that we will be using. It's this little rubber washer. Just put that on there. All right. When you're mounting the transducer onto the pole, the cable is on the back of the transducer. This is going to be the front. So the way I like to set mine up is in line with this pole. So whichever way this is facing is going to be forward. So we're going to have the front of the transducer facing that way. Take the knob, put it through the transducer all the way, and we're just going to tighten it down. We're going to do one more wrap around. The pole holder. Close the tripod arms down. And there you go. Last thing we'll do here, the HD gives you a strap to go through the shuttle handle and over the top of your pole, so your pole's never gonna come out unexpectedly. And then we'll put our Garmin screen cover on. Today we will not be using the pole holder since we are using our Scheels Shuttle Bag, so we'll take this strap off, take the pole back out. Shuttle bags are super nice. For one, they keep your expensive investment protected. If you have it in the back of a sled or your snowmobile or in the back of your UTV, you're not going to get a bunch of snow thrown up inside here. It's just something simple and easy that I think everybody should have. We'll go ahead, open this guy up. So when putting your shuttle inside the bag, we're going to open up the right side of your bag here. We're going to take the pole, put it all the way through. Like that. Set it on top for now. And then we're gonna zip this all the way back up, leaving just enough room for your transducer cable to freely move through. Now we're gonna go ahead, set that down for now. Now we're gonna go ahead and put the shuttle in the bag. Inside the shuttle, they give you 2 straps on each end. This is to secure your shuttle in the bag just so it's not sliding around. It's definitely not necessary, but I still would. These guys are gonna go, or these straps are gonna go through your gimbal bracket, like so. And we're just gonna Velcro them together. Like that. And then we'll repeat the process on that side. And tighten it down so it stays in place nice and neat. Go ahead and zip it back up. And there you go. That's how you set up a Garmin Livescope bundle from start to finish.